Hi, I'm gonna do some songs on here that are soprano, meaning like Julie Andrews, Sound of Music. I used to be able to do Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid. The reason for that is because ever since I've had the abilities of the mediumship and psychic, it was my voice, my love for music and singing anyway. I'm not great at reading notes and things or writing notes, but you see Max. Uh, Anyways, it was interfered with. The fallen angel that I told you that they're trying to get control of, Megan, or Meg A, that I call her Megan Angelist, she really does pull on my voice as a spirit. And it's been very difficult because I know the difference of when it's really me on key and when it's not. And I'll tell you that is me and I'm just screwing up, or I'm not with it tonight for some reason, my voice is off. But now I know why. I mean, I know when it's her pulling on me, and it was to the point that I hardly ever sang anymore. I didn't practice karaoke, anything, because I just didn't want the disappointment of not being able to sing like myself. I'll tell you if it's somebody I can't do. If I can't reach a note like Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, I'll tell you I can't reach it. Kelly Clarkson, that I can do like the beginning of a song, but the chorus where it sounds like she's kind of yelling or something, she's really cool at doing it. I can't do it. I don't feel comfortable trying to reach that. I don't know how you want to say it, but anyways, also I wanted, I'm sorry I don't have makeup or even my hair done nicely today or anything. I'm not trying to impress, but the voice felt good tonight, and so I'm just going to go for it no matter how I look. And, we'll just see how I do. It's still a little it's not perfect yet, but it's very close to how I used to be. So let's see how I can do, and I'll just do it on my own without any notes, and hopefully I don't mess it up. I'm on camera. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Not too bad. I get nervous, so if I close my eyes to reach a note or something, but I'll get more comfortable with the camera, hopefully, because I really want to do this more. Let's see another. I used to be able to do some other songs from Sound of Music. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. That's Mary Poppins, also Julie Andrews, same person. Let's try it again, but this time I'll pronounce sugar a little more. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. And then sometimes I can mix it up a little and stuff, but I really prefer if you really do imitate the person singing the original versions. I don't care too much remixes and things. They have to be really, really cool for me to, in my opinion, for me to go for it. Because I think if you can't sing it like the person, yes, you can adjust it, but then it's not really the song for you. Let's see what else. I was practicing a lot of things. I'll just do little things, even if I don't remember all the words for some reason. You may not believe me, but I'm telling you, Megan also knows how to help you forget things. She can, in a second, take what was right on the tip of your tongue. So I used to know the words to Beauty and the Beast and different songs, and I'm telling you, tonight I'm having trouble with some of the words on things that I always had memorized naturally. So we'll see. I didn't practice Little Mermaid again. That one's really, it's not an easy one to do it right. I don't agree that it would be easy. So, and every time I've tried to do it as karaoke with music on the computer, it goes too fast. I don't like the fast version of the Little Mermaid song. Maybe that's how it goes, but that's not how I practiced and never learned it. And we even used to do them in high school choir, musical theater. So let's see what else. Sorry, I thought I had a bunch kind of in reserve, just even if they're little clips of a song. Let's see. Hopefully you can really tell that it is me actually singing, and you're not going to see like my lips moving at a different speed than the song. Faith Hill, It Matters to Me. I used to be able to do that whole song right on. And there's a Jewel song called Foolish Games. I could do that one right on. And I'll tell you if I can't, you know. But I'll just, maybe I can just remember a few things on. When we don't talk, when it doesn't feel like we're even in love, it matters to me. I don't know what to say, don't know what to do, don't know if it really even matters to you. How can I make you see it matters to me? And then you can do it high too. You can say, when we don't talk, when we don't touch, when it doesn't feel like we're even in love, it matters to me. When I don't know what to say, don't know what to do, don't know if it really even matters to you. How can I make you see it matters to me? There's more to it. The second verse is my favorite, and I was trying to think exactly how it goes. I used to know it perfect, but I do usually sing that one to the music karaoke on the computer. Baby, tell me, where'd you ever learn to fight without saying a word? Now I don't remember the rest. That's the first verse. The second verse, the part I like, always went a little different. It said something about she doesn't understand the distance between a woman and a man. What else is there? If you do the Beauty and the Beast one, it used to be like, good day, good on, how is your family? Good day, da-da, how is your wife? Da-da. I can't remember all of it. I used to know all of that. That's not Be Our Guest. That's the one where she's carrying the muffins and stuff, and that's a high song. Other Sound of Music ones, I used to do 16 going on 17, but I would try and sound like the girl's voice instead of a more mature voice, and she's a teenage voice. To say, I am 16 going on 17, I know that I'm naive. Fellows I meet may tell me I'm sweet, and willingly I believe. I am 16 going on 17, innocent as a rose. Bachelor dandies, drinkers of brandies, what do I know of those? Totally unprepared am I to face a world of men. Timid and shy and scared am I of things beyond my ken, like family, your ken. I need someone older and wiser telling me what to do. You are 17 going on 18, I'll depend on you. That I'll part, where she says I'll depend on you, that part I've been having trouble. Necessarily, I might hit the note, but I'm not getting, me, it's not the right version of the note. It's not the right tune right there. That is when Megan interferes. And like I said, I can't prove that to you until you have something like this happen, and you experience it for yourself, where there's a pull on you and suddenly you can't do what you normally did. And I'm telling you, for real, I had it right just now at how I wanted to explain it, and now I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys, how quick it goes lately with her when that happens. It's dang it, I had it so perfect how I wanted to say it finally. She will literally, she pulls on something that you could do, and all at once you get it back. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys. That my voice is the same as Shen Angel up there, Charge Angel, who is supposed to be a male version of, supposedly they said I was a Charge Angel female there, and that when I left to be born to work with kids here, that they said that there was a male version created of me to stay in charge, and that's Shen, and it is Shen's voice singing as well. Sometimes Meep helps, or Nicholas's voice is kind of a Tim McGraw-ish voice, or me as well. But really, I feel Shen all the time when I sing. But I loved singing with children. I've always been nervous singing with my own peers. But but once I get comfortable and relax and warm up, and I've done a few songs, I'm good to go. When I do karaoke, I do a lot. I like country, so I'll do like She's Got You by Patsy Cline. I like to warm up to the Judds, especially Grandpa. There's another Judd song, Mama, He's Crazy Over Me. 'Cause Mama, he's crazy over me. I was told by my choir teacher, who was like the best ever, I swear, I missed her so much when she left to have a baby. She always taught us that you can croon, meaning you can really get into it on your own way, but that's when you're doing solo and not when you're doing it with a pair or a group of people. If you're trying to harmonize, then you don't want to croon. That's not right. And that was her word for it, crooning, when you just kind of go off on your own. And then the other thing she taught us is that Patsy Cline really was a true alto. So, when she's saying crazy or things like that, I'm not an alto, I'm a soprano too, meaning I may not be as high as a soprano when operatic. Sometimes I have been known when I'm practicing by myself, I can do a little bit of operatic, but to do it in front of people is a whole other thing. So I just stick with being a soprano too. Because I don't sing operatic all the time like that. That would be a soprano 1, is my understanding. But like Patsy Cline would be, I do She's Got You. That's a different song. It's like talking about, I've got your memory, but it's got you. But Crazy is the one you guys probably know the most, and it's, let's see, Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy. See how that goes. That was the thing I kept forgetting, and I remembered to finally tell you guys, and then I still tell you. Okay, I can offer you a little bit of proof, and I've told you this before. Another technique is spirits like Patsy Cline and others that are really lovely on the other side, that were beautiful voices here. They are willing to come through and sing like how Shen Angel's voice comes through to support my real voice, to protect from Megan doing that. She really does pull on us for things and cause sharp pains. I can feel her doing like this at my feet, just stomping, walking where it feels like a scathing under the skin. As a spirit, she really has an effect. If you believe, a lot of people believed in dark and haunting. I try and get away from that because I really think that's more Megan-ish, behaving that way or acting like those people were doing that to you guys. She imitates well, or comes through to seem like if they gave in to their Megan side, their jealous side, their that side, they might have those tendencies. But I from my understanding, in 2010, when they opened my third eye chakra and I became psychic and medium abilities, they told me that Nicholas, my spirit guide and angel, he explained that they've totally stopped any earthbound hauntings. Unless, if you feel anything like that now, it's your angels messing with you because you pissed them off. And I know you might think that they're angelic, you can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing them on things, but when you don't follow your heart and you keep ignoring what you know you should do, consciously wise, integrity wise, unless it's really deserving not to do it this time or that time, follow your heart. I'm not saying turn the other cheek and be walked on or anything else like that, or be all happy-go-lucky all the time, or love your neighbor. I'm just saying, when you don't do the right thing that you know in your heart of hearts you should have, your angels get pretty ticked off, and they really get frustrated that you ignore their wingtips when they finally set something to say, hey, I even set something that you should be able to do it automatically because there's a setting there. I hope you enjoyed this, and there's so many techniques that I can show you because they want to move things on their own for you along, so that you can develop your abilities that they're choosing to open up. I don't think anymore like necessarily everybody was born with these abilities, or maybe we did come here more technological and more advanced, and now we've been slowed down back toward, starting over from caveman on or something like that, according to our karmas. But I don't necessarily know that everybody was born with things and that we're just not open to it yet. I think it's if they choose to open you. And they're the ones that give you that closure as well, because when I first got opened, I was just so involved in their world more than here, and it made me kind of feel a little crazy myself, because I feel like I was communicating more with them even out loud than here. And I think what happened is I was begging for how do I close myself off, and they do it. They close you off so that you can focus again here on conversations and be able to do both. And supposedly the more you can do psychically, the bigger your brain really is. So do you have a giant brain that we use 100% instead of just 10% like we hear of here? Settle on, there's nothing beyond a Bible and religion. I think we are meant to get past it a little bit and see what else. We trust what you as a creator and all of that, and God and your prayers and your thankfulness. Definitely do that, but is my recommendation. But be able to see if you can experience and break through some of the quantum physics, metaphysical as well, and let's see where our minds can take us on a healthy mental note. Not saying schizophrenia or anything of that. You see, sometimes are telling people that have mental illness, they're saying, there's nothing to be ashamed of, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying be ashamed of it, but I'm not saying act proud of it either. One time I called about a job, and there was, what do you call it? I called about this really cool opportunity, I thought, of a job out in toward Palm Springs, Palm Desert, and the lady says to me on the phone, so do you have mental illness though? This sounds great, I'd love to hire you. And I said, no, I've never been diagnosed with anything like that, even considered that I would have anything like that. And the reason she asked is not because of my psychic ability or anything like that. She didn't know anything about that. She was asking because she said they only hire people who have mental illness of some kind, whether it's bipolar or something like that, because otherwise you can't relate to the patients. So they want the staff to be kind of the same, and I'm not sure that that's a great idea. But she was like, "Oh, that's such a shame that you don't have something," and I was like, "No, in my mind I was like, that's okay. I think I'd rather not than be disappointed about the job in that way." But I'm not sure it's great to, I think it is nice to have some relating qualities and experiences with things so that you can work with people properly. Like the pain I go through with my feet. Sometimes I can't believe it myself that there could be such severe pain in feet. I thought people maybe got it in their backs or neck or something like that, but I never dreamed. To me, it's like a carpal tunnel of the feet. And if you know people with carpal tunnel, they go through a lot, surgery or not, and even after surgery, sometimes they're worse. So I'm trying to make do, but sometimes it's totally like I feel like I'm never going to be myself again because of this disability. So I guess what you become now due to what you go through is, my angels are telling me that, or our angels, we share them, are telling me that I'll, even if I have a healing or whatever, hopefully that a miracle, that I'm meant to know the severity of the pain so that I can one day relate and understand and believe who really else goes through it or not. And so, because I agree, if I didn't have this particular condition, pain conditions in my feet, I don't, and the chronicness of it, I don't think, and the debilitating of it, beyond discomfort, I don't think I would even be able to fathom if someone else described foot pain or neuropathy. It's just, it's the neuropathy especially, it's awful. Nerve damage, fibromyalgia people, I think I'm told by angels that it could technically be from a surgery that you had of some kind that's caused nerve damage, whether they cut or hit nerves during surgery, that it's maybe fibromyalgia isn't actually the diagnosis, that maybe it's nerve damage going through your body. And neuropathy, nerve damage, I still think there's a little bit of a difference whether it's happened through a surgery or it's a diabetic neuropathy. But angels are telling me diabetic neuropathy doesn't truly exist. It's a crutch of what medical field is doing, which is shocking to me if that's true. So when or if that proof comes out, like I'm told it will, against everybody's will, that they have to accept that it's not the case, we'll have correct diagnoses for people, and that's what I mean by healing. Maybe not a magical healing, but a real medical difference is going to happen for the better. Take care, and I'll end this video for now, and then I'll definitely make more soon, and if I can do more songs. As far as The Little Mermaid, I could try it, but I hope I don't mess it up because I usually do it really nicely with kids. Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. She's got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see whom dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. Bet you on land they'd understand, but they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my question. What's a fire? What is it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? Wish I could be part of that world. Kind of laying on my diaphragm, so where you sing from, your stomach area, you know, or your chest, you know, all that. So anyways, but that's a good run. That's not bad. So I'm just talking about for my own judgment of, I'm usually critical of myself if I know I deserve it in my voice. So if I just don't have it for some reason that night or something. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I made it nice and long for you this time, and I hope we'll have more live interaction. That's my hope for the futuristic very soon. I guess that's the indigo in me. If you read that part about indigos, how they're always living in the what's to come. Anyways, talk to you later. Bye, guys, and thank you for viewing and your interest in my page. And I hope that when you read my profile and I said if you get obsessed with my page, hey, just let me know. I'm humble enough about it. I promise you. I'm more humble the more honest you are. And sometimes by saying you yourself is humble is not very humble, in my opinion. But what I mean by that is I'm not the enchanted spell board before all this happened. So trust me, it's just me joking with you guys, saying, hey, if you're feeling, you know, like, wow, this really is, I do spend a lot of time on her page. Really, you know, hang out on other people's pages or your own, or you just go do the dishes, and it's not at all what I'm foreseeing. But if it's how angels are describing it and trying to convince me of, and that's why I put that in there. It wasn't to sound conceited, but I know it does probably. But it's I hope you guys know me well enough by now to know that that's not me at all. I'll tell you if I'm acting conceited about something. I'm pretty self-knowing, but and honest. It's meant to say, hey, if you really are feeling me, then hey, it's good to let me know even more than what you do now, because right now I just get all these you know, I'm really into something on there with you guys, and then, you know, a happy hour or something, I'm feeling it, I'm feeling you guys psychically, and then like into it too, and then mutually, and then it's like all I get is all these game requests all at once, and I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for, damn it. That just throws everything off to me. For some reason I'm so picky about that now, because that's not what I want to see. I want to see you can't believe how I'm laughing to myself, because I get you, Jolene, I get you. So anyways, that's what I'm hoping for more, is comments and things that really stand out and bring it all together and alive, you know. But I wouldn't ask for that if I didn't feel and impulse psychically that you guys are feeling it as much as I am. More on Cafe Land, when I take pictures of your name on there, angels swear to me that means that you are actually entering and exiting my Facebook page personally, that you're gracing my pages, my albums and things, that's why you show up in Cafe Land. So if that is the case, that's pretty neat, because that one, sometimes it shows me an overwhelming amount of people entering and exiting Cafe Land. But then I always thought maybe it just meant that you were on my friend list, period, that's why, or you're online and that's why it shows you in the cafe. So we'll find out one day, maybe. I think there's gonna be big changes in the internet and Cafe Land and everything, and I think you're going to be amazed. Like, even though technology overall has moved pretty slow compared to what I think it's about to do, I think it's going to move really, really freaking fast. I'm hoping, so that it proves what I'm saying, because I think it's going to be the coolest thing ever, with where it shows where we could have been all along, or sooner. Anyway, so I hope people quit, messing around, fucking around, however you want to put it, and get with it, and design things properly, and so that when you start a game, it works really well, and not freezes up or does certain things, and where we always think it's our fault, our computers are slow, our am able to understand now that there's a lot on the other end as well that is incomplete and not finished professionally enough. People, it's more money for this. Well, it's slowed down the project for this, and and it's going to take an extra 2 months or 2 weeks before we're finished, and it's like that kind of stuff. Imagine, I think that's what's going on with, we purchase a game on Amazon, and then it hits a certain plateau, and you're like, I know there's more to this game, more levels, but it just stops and it freezes up and it doesn't allow further. I'm told psychically that that's what, and complete the project, what they were paid to do, maybe, or someone didn't insist that it be made correctly and efficiently and right. It's like everything right now in this world is about a scamming of, how to get the bare minimum, give us the bare minimum for maximum price. It's really, it's all about like someone's commission and screwing you or scamming you. It's, it would be like when people come in, to the preschool when I was a director, and, the owner and I really tried to work with people to make it worth them working and paying for childcare at the same time. So we did give them deals individually sometimes, but we still tried to keep it as everybody had the same fair price, and there was no secrets about it too much. But yes, sometimes we worked with someone for 3 months or 6 months or a month, and we might waive a registration fee or something like that, but we try and have them ferret out in some other way, maybe when they can. And the people that cheated us and didn't pay like their 2 weeks notice and stuff were the people I didn't expect to do that did have money or this or that, and decided to get a limo to Disneyland instead, and then withdraw their child without notice and paying a 2 weeks notice reservation fee. But that's just to tide us over till we can refill the spot with someone. And it's an understanding that's why you pay a registration fee or a 2 weeks notice. And my point to you is that then there were people that did send a card later and say, I want to make up for the amount I couldn't pay at the end that you just let go or something, because you knew I couldn't afford it. And they were the ones that surprised me too, that I didn't expect to, because they couldn't afford it. So it's weird how things turn out, and you learn about people that want to make it up to you or want to appreciate you and don't. And I know karma goes around like that, and you have to call them on it. I really believe in calling people on it and telling them, hey, I just want you to know I know what you did, I know what you pulled, and you got away with it, but karma, what goes around comes around. Good luck. It's a shame it had to end on that way, in that way, on that level. We could have had a more peaceful, friendly ending or beginning. But what I was saying, my point is that it would be like, sometimes we'd get real excited and say, hey, we're going to get registration fees finally. We're going to we're going to get this and that, and get some money going again. And, you know, and I guess it's just because sometimes you feel like you give so many deals. So it wasn't to cheat people, is my point. It wasn't to cheat them and get them for all they could pay. It was just to actually finally get what we were supposed to be charging to begin with. Anyways, I should let you guys go now and take a break from all this talk. But see how things flow and come up, and the next thing you know, it leads to something else, and then there's kind of a message in there. Not meant to be a preaching, but a message, or a theme that can come out of things. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Thank you.